It's hard to say what I want my legacy to be, what I want people to say when I'm long gone. I want people to look at me as a full-on entertainer and a good person.
Oh my goodness. It's always been incredibly tragic how Aaliyah's life was taken so soon, literally right at the height of her career, when everyone was obsessed with her, and yes, even Beyoncé included.
What's up, what's up? This is Beyoncé on the red carpet with one of the hottest female artists out here, Miss Aaliyah. How you doing, girl?
It's so good to see you again.
You too. She's just looking fabulous.
Thank
what are you
you.
wearing tonight?
I'm wearing Gucci shoes, Gucci. Got a little Indian jewelry working.
Oh, that is hot.
Thank
All right.
you.
Now, you've been working it with these movies. Were you nervous?
Very nervous, but I'm real happy. It's something I've wanted for a long time, so
Yes.
to finally make that transition.
Still, with everything that's been surfacing about the entertainment industry lately, especially involving the Carters, people are now saying that if you listen closely, really closely, to Aaliyah's final interviews before her passing, you'll notice she was constantly implying that something or someone was after her. And guess whose name keeps conveniently popping up whenever Aaliyah is mentioned? Yes, Beyoncé. And by association, her boo, Jay-Z.
Allegedly, Sean Carter is responsible for enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him, and so he could level up Beyoncé, who was struggling. Let's just say allegedly that happened.
For whatever reason, many people are convinced that Beyoncé is some sort of figurehead in a secret, cult-like circle within the music industry, believing she has influence over what happens to people in the business, even how they die. And here's a conspiracy theory that's guaranteed to make you pause. It's alleged that Jay-Z sacrificed Aaliyah and then got with Beyoncé as a cover-up. And for that so-called sacrifice to come full circle, Blue Ivy supposedly had to be born in the same birth month as Aaliyah. I know it sounds completely wild, but the things Blue Ivy has also been linked to are just as extreme. I've even seen people claiming that Aaliyah's spirit lives on in Blue, and that the older she gets, the more she resembles Aaliyah. Before I go too far down that road, let's slow it down and break this apart. Okay guys, over the years, people have said that one reason Beyoncé allegedly felt some type of way about Aaliyah was because she knew Jay-Z was obsessed with her, and this has been widely talked about. For example, back in the early 2000s, Aaliyah was blowing up and had just appeared in her first movie, Romeo Must Die. According to someone who attended a party Jay-Z hosted at the time, shortly after he scored a major hit with Big Pimpin', Jay-Z arrived alone because he had his sights set on Aaliyah. And apparently, he was all over her, holding her waist, and staring at her in a very suggestive way. That source told Daily Mail, "I saw Jay-Z trying to get close to Aaliyah, but I didn't think much of it back then. I probably assumed they were just friends or working on music together." Jay-Z was all over Aaliyah. They were hugging, and you could clearly see there was chemistry between them. I knew Damon was dating her, so I did think it was a bit strange. Damon Dash, the man Aaliyah was seeing at the time, also said that Jay-Z was obsessed with her when he told Page Six he tried very hard. "I didn't plan on falling in love with Aaliyah. She was just that cool. But we were both going hard. Everybody was trying to get to Aaliyah. It wasn't just Jay." According to Dash, he didn't even realize Jay-Z had feelings for Aaliyah before he started dating her. He added, "I didn't know Jay was trying to holler at her, but then it just happened like that. He was trying. I was trying. Everybody was trying. He was going hard." And speaking of Dame Dash, I know he previously said that his fallout with Jay-Z happened because he couldn't believe Jay continued working with R. Kelly despite knowing what R. Kelly did to Aaliyah. But others have speculated that it was easy for Jay-Z to cut ties with Dame because Dame ended up with the woman Jay had been eyeing for years, Aaliyah. In fact, some people, including Jaguar Wright, have even claimed that Jay-Z had intimate relations with Aaliyah.
And he was working with R. Kelly, and they were making so many records together. You know, they made all of those records together. They both Aaliyah. They shared so much in common.
Anyhow, this was supposedly something Beyoncé felt deep down, and that's why, according to certain sources, she never cared for Aaliyah. On top of that, Aaliyah continued spending time around Jay-Z, which likely only made the situation worse. But that wasn't the only issue. Allegedly, once Aaliyah became impossible to control, Jay-Z and other so-called elites felt they had to make sure she was gone for good. I've also heard rumors claiming Beyoncé was involved in ensuring Aaliyah was gone forever. In this narrative, there was only space for one queen. queen, and 2 potential queens were fighting for the throne. And here's something interesting I came across about Beyoncé and Aaliyah. Aaliyah's name means the highest, most exalted one, while Beyoncé means one who is beyond others. You can already see how that supposedly created a conflict. 2 women who wanted to be the best. But as the story goes, back then there was only room for one, meaning the other had to go. Now, according to this version of events, Aaliyah was in Miami filming dance scenes on a green screen set for the Rock the Boat music video, which was being directed by Hype Williams. Suddenly, Hype decided to move the shoot to the Bahamas. On August 23rd, Aaliyah and staff from Virgin Records flew to the islands. To this day, no one really knows why Hype changed his plans at the last minute and insisted on filming in the Bahamas when Miami already had everything they needed, including a green screen setup and beautiful beaches. Honestly, filming Rock the Boat in 2 different countries seems pointless, since most of the video was shot in a pool, on a boat, and on green screen. I didn't see a single palm tree unless, of course, there was something else going on. What also raises eyebrows is that Lenny Kravitz, who has family in the Bahamas, reportedly offered Aaliyah his private jet. But according to Dame Dash, Hype Williams took that option away from her.
But what I was really more tight about was that I had heard that Lenny Kravitz had offered her a jet and that Hype had took the jet. So that's what really pissed me off about the situation when I heard about that. So you could ask Hype about that.
That's what I said. Have you ever talked to Hype about it?
Yeah.
And how did that conversation go?
Ask him.
But I also am asking you.
Yeah, but ask him.
Pretty suspicious, right? And why did Lenny Kravitz send that jet in the first place? It was also widely known that Aaliyah was afraid of flying and usually traveled with her mother or her brother. Yet this time, she ended up flying without any family, which was strange too. She was originally meant to remain in the Bahamas until August 26th. Instead, the shoot wrapped a day early, and her team pushed to leave that very same day. But when Aaliyah saw the plane arranged for her, she immediately got a bad feeling and kept telling her entourage that she didn't want to get on it. It's almost like she sensed something was about to go wrong. To make things even more unsettling, Aaliyah gave an interview in Paris just weeks before her death, and this is what she said. "It's dark in my favorite dream. Someone is coming after me. I don't know why. I feel fear, and suddenly I lift off. I fly away, far away. How do I feel now? It's like swimming through the air, free and weightless. No one can reach me. No one can touch me. It's a beautiful feeling. Still, this dream somehow alarms me. What does it mean? That I sometimes want to escape real life, but from what? From success or the pressure of the entertainment industry? No, I enjoy every moment of my fame. If I could rewind my life back to the beginning, I wouldn't change a thing." Honestly, it almost sounds like she already knew someone was coming for her, just like people have been claiming for years. Even Mary J. Blige once said she believed there was a lot of foul play surrounding Aaliyah's death and that she felt she was next. In her words, "When I saw her die, that's when I realized I was next. I don't know how or when, but I knew I was next. I didn't know what kind of accident they'd put me in or what kind of overdose they'd set up, but I knew. And I was scared." The allegation has always been that Jay-Z and his wife Beyoncé may have known what really happened to Aaliyah. Several people have repeated this claim over the years, including Jaguar Wright and Lord Jamar.
I had
that
forgotten
Jay-Z
that
knew about
what happened to Aaliyah.
right. Exactly. I mean, I didn't think about that, but yeah, it's like, here is this guy who was in love with this girl, and now your business partner is doing a project on your label with a guy that essentially raped your girl, and
Right.
like, yo, what's going on here?
Right.
To build on that, back in 2002, Nas implied that Jay-Z was aware of what R. Kelly was doing with Aaliyah and others. He said this during a radio interview with Wendy Williams after a tape involving R. Kelly leaked. He explained that he could have shown the R. Kelly video everyone was talking about, mocked it, and even displayed photos of Jay hanging around. He said you can't convince him that Jay didn't see them coming into the studio and sitting on R. Kelly's lap, or that Jay somehow didn't notice anyone around. And if you ask many people, they'll tell you that Beyoncé also knew what was happening. From what I've heard, Aaliyah even tried to warn people about her. I know they were all very young when this was going on, but do you think that's when Beyoncé started asserting her dominance? Is it possible that, in order to reach the level she's at today, she had to look the other way when things were happening? And did that include knowing exactly what happened to Aaliyah? I honestly can't wait to hear what you think about all of this, so drop your thoughts in the comments section below.